Thank you, James. Thank you, Joe and Terry Walton. We love Terry. We love Jeremy. Today, Friday, 15th of March, 2019, Red Nose Day, live till 5. It's the big show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
The weekend is almost here. It fully starts, of course, at 4:15. I think you know that. How are you? This is Steve with the crew here. You can email us, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Hands up for Red Nose Day. Please donate generously. And millions are doing stuff, of course. Excellent. Hands up for St. Patrick's Day at the weekend. Thank you very much, thank you. And hands up for the F1 starting at the weekend. There you go, how up to date.
We'll take the night, I love you, we say. And I know that you still wanna see me. On the Sunday morning, music real loud. Let me love you while the moon is still out. Lost in the way you move, the way you feel. 'cause I'm lost in the way you move, the way you feel. One kiss is all it takes, falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes, falling in love with me. Possibilities, I look like all you need. See wonderland in your eyes. Might need your company tonight. Something in you lit up heaven in me. The feeling won't let me sleep, 'cause I'm lost in the way you move.
Calvin Dua Lipa, One Kiss.
One kiss is all it takes.
2:10 from Radio 2.
Possibilities, I look like all
You can email us, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. General shout-outs, and in addition to that, general shout-outs, if you want to tell us what you've been doing for comic relief, that'd be lovely. So email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. And here's the weather, windy with showers or rain. That's the same thing. But feeling mild in the southeast of England. High temperature 14 in Canterbury. Overnight low is 1 in Cookstown. Tonight, this is Friday night, rain and very strong winds will move northeastwards overnight. The temperature will fall to near freezing for parts of Northern Ireland and southern Scotland by morning. And the rain will turn to snow. Very mild for southern England, though, tomorrow, with temperatures staying in double figures. Tomorrow, Saturday, wet and windy, some more snow for Northern Ireland and Scotland. And lights on tonight then, Edinburgh 6:16, in Belfast 6:27, in Cardiff 6:17, and London 6:04. Thank you very much.
Come on now.
Oh, yeah. Big show on the air.
Oh, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I got to say it, and it's hard for me
16 from Radio 2. Dionne Warwick, Heartbreaker. I understand that Jeremy Vine is somewhere down on the London Underground system, and he seems to be in a heavy discussion with somebody down there.
Hello, Steve.
What's going on, Jeremy?
Oh, I'm having such a verbal altercation with the station manager. I'm trying to bring my bike on the blooming train.
Why are you taking your bike on the train?
Well, I've got a rear wheel puncture and it's quite severe.
Oh, no.
And I have to get to Cockfosters.
And you're having trouble, are you?
Well, it's only... yeah, he won't let me through the gate.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
That's Julie Berry. I know her. Maybe
Really?
she can help.
I don't know.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
I think she might be a pre-record.
Oh, don't spoil it, Steve. I don't know what to do.
Well, I wish you the very best and hope you manage to get to Cockfosters okay.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon.
Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. No need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me. See where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be. I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of. Boy, make me believe.
Whoa, hold up, girl, don't you know you're beautiful? And it's easy to see.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
So won't you ride with me, ride with me. See where this thing goes.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
So come on, ride with me, ride with me. See where this thing goes. So come on, ride with me, ride with me. Baby, if it's meant to be.
Big show from Radio 2. BB Rexa, Georgia, Florida line, or Florida, Georgia line.
Maybe we want.
Meant to be.
It's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby,
What are you doing? What have you been doing to raise money for comic relief for Red Nose Day? Do tell us at steve.wright at bbc.co.uk what you've been doing. How you've been raising money for comic relief. What you doing? Text 88291. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2. It's steve.wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
Baby, if it's meant to be,
if it's meant to be,
it'll be.
it'll be.
Baby, if it's meant to be.
Some people got to have it. Hey, hey. Some people really need it. Listen to me, y'all. New things, new
more than me, great Almighty dollar. Talking about. I know that money won't even do funny things. Some people give me a nickel, brother. Can you spare that? Money can drive some people out of their mind. Got to have it. I really need it. For the love of money.
OJ's For the Love of Money. Sarah Cox on the air at 5. You choose the tunes for all. Request Friday. Call 08000 288 291 from 4:45. Make a note. 08000 288 291 from 4:45 today for all. Request Friday with Sarah, of course. Then it's Tony Blackman's Golden Hour. Friday night is music night after that at 8. Sounds of the 80s, Gary Davis. Here's details.
Hi, it's Gary Davis here with the best 80s soundtrack to your Friday night. On Sounds of the 80s this week, Shalimar and solo star Jodie Watley will be choosing her top 80s tracks on My 80s.
Sounds of the 80s with Gary Davis.
Tonight from 10 on BBC Radio 2.
Today on this show, Al Murray. He's got a pub quiz, a pub landlord tour, and his band has made a record. It's not his band, he's in a band. There's Tim Smith, there's Bobby Pryor, there's James Kelly, there's Shojo Saka with the sport later. The oldies chosen by James Harvey from Boxford in Suffolk. It's you, James. Your emails, texts and tweets, latest showbiz, lifestyle and ents news. Ava Max, Rylan and Tuppence Middleton in the best of the guests. And at 4:15, it'll be Serious Jockin' with no G.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I can feel it coming on now as the music plays. Taking shots with the night owls as the world just fades away. Got a paycheck in my pocket, about to get it all gone. Light it up like a rocket. We're going all night long. Everybody sing. I love it when you. When the sun goes down, stars come out. It's a, can you feel it? When I take it by the hand, dancing, and we'll pass it around, round, round. Yeah, we're so high, we could paint the sky, take the top right off the ceiling. And I swear we're never, ever coming down. Never coming down. Oh yeah, tell me now, can you feel it? Never, ever, never coming down. Well, the band's on fire and the beer is ice cold. We're going down to the wire, then we'll all go rolling home. And maybe we'll keep it going till we see that sun coming up. Right here, right now, I wanna see you move and hear you sing it out loud. When the sun goes down, stars come out. It's a, can you feel it? When I take it by the hand, dancing, and we'll pass it around, round.
Girl, Maren Morris. All right, let's have a look at these. Great show, Steve. Give a big shout out to Andrew Price in Sheffield, raising money for comic relief by not talking. From Lee. Hello, Andrew. No, nothing coming back. He's not saying a word. This says, Steve and team, I work for the Intergroup Marketing Communications Services in North Yorkshire. We have raised a fantastic £70 for comic relief today by wearing red, enjoying homemade bacon butties for a contribution and taking part in an emoji picture clue quiz. Thanks to everyone who got involved. That's from Linda. That's the one. Here's Maren Morris now and Girl.
Flattering.
It was Keith Urban we played before.
Up in my head again. I don't feel myself right now. Maybe I should just lay down. If vanity's my vitamin, I don't feel the difference. I don't like myself right now. Gotta find a way out. What you feel is natural, but I don't wanna feel this anymore. Pick yourself up off the kitchen floor. What you waiting for, girl? Won't you stop your crying? I know that you're trying. Everything's gonna be okay, baby girl. Don't you hang your head low. Don't you lose your halo. Everyone's gonna be okay, baby girl. Drawing your comparisons, trying to find who's lesser than. I don't wanna wear your crown. There's enough to go round. What you feel is natural. You don't gotta put up with this anymore. Pick yourself up off the kitchen floor. Tell me what you're waiting for, girl. Won't you stop your crying? I know that you're trying. Everything's gonna be okay, baby girl. Don't you hang your head low. Don't you lose your halo. Everyone's gonna be okay, baby girl. Girl, don't hang your head low. Don't lose your halo. Don't lose your halo. Girl, don't hang your head low. Don't lose your halo. Girl, don't you stop your crying. I know that you're trying. Everything's gonna be okay, baby girl. Don't you hang your head low. Don't you lose your halo. Everyone's gonna be okay, baby girl. Won't you stop your
That's Maren Morris and Girl. Now we got 2:31. And we got the pub landlord on later. Well, Al anyway.
What a situation that this country, the mother of all democracies, the mother of all parliaments, this country should have ended up in a situation where some bloke waving a pint around offering common sense solutions should somehow be seen as a viable option. Hey!
Contact Steve Wright in the afternoon. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Great show, Steve and team as always. Can you give a big shout out to the lab team at Specsavers Newport, Isle of Wight, who are all dressed up for comic relief, earning money. Keep up the good work, Steve. And you too. Thank you.
For the whole show.
Christine and the Queens now. Come see.
Da, all along. I've been there, infectious. That's what I dream of when penning this verse. But no, you just deem yours. 'Cause my nerve passes for rude. The warmth that now exudes through your lips as you start to obsess on. Now show me how you get to hum along. Come see when you play me loud, baby. Come see when you play me fast. Come see focus on my voice and let go. Come see when you play me loud, baby. Come see we are making love. Come see play me once again and let go. Give a glance you couldn't see. Now you hear what's left of me. Through a car, the radio. Bits and pieces fell apart long ago. There's a pride in my singing, thickness of a new skin. I am done with belonging. I diffuse every time the story's out, and I wound every time a sister shouts. Come see when you play me low. Come see when you play me fast. Come see focus on my voice and let go. Come see when you play me loud, baby. Come see we are making love. Come see play me once again and let go. Tu me mets encore, 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 encore.
It's Come See Christine and the Queens. So we think 1 hour and something like 35 minutes away from Serious Jockin' with no G.
Serious Jockin'.
Here's Bobby Pryor and Tim Smith now. And we're welcoming now the factoids. In 1992, Bruno Mars had a cameo in the film Honeymoon in Vegas as an Elvis Presley impersonator called Little Elvis. He was aged 4.
Only 10% of the world's currency is physical money. The rest only exists on computers.
Ollie Murs appeared on Deal or No Deal before rising to fame on The X Factor, where he sadly walked away with just £10.
The term Bluetooth comes from a 10th century Nordic king called Harald Bladetand. It was wrongly translated into English as Harold Bluetooth.
Oh, really? Here's Bobby.
More than 80% of the emails sent daily are spam.
To ensure they're kept in good order, the Boston Public Library has a car wash facility for its books.
Lovely.
Factoids.
Steve, say happy birthday to Deborah on her way with my fiancé and sisters to Skeggy for a 70s weekend. Oh, that's going to be wild. Big kisses. And to you. Steve, just on our way to Hull for a weekend trip to Amsterdam on the Shine On Cruise, a 90s themed party cruise. That's from Alex.
If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? And if somehow you knew that your love would be untrue, would you lie to me and call me baby? Now if I give you me, this is how it's got to be. First of all, I won't take you cheating on me. Tell me, who can I trust?
Red Nose Day, of course. It's also World Sleep Day. The Baby and Toddler Show is on in Manchester. The York Literature Festival has also begun. It's the International Photography Festival on in Derby until April 14th. The FIFA Council meeting continues Miami, Florida. The Toronto Comic-Con starts, and in cinemas, Benjamin. It's a comedy directed by Simon Amstel. Fisherman's Friends also, a movie of the real-life story of the singing fishermen from Cornwall who got a record deal. Stars of it include Tuppence Middleton, and she's coming up in the best of our guests from this week in Just the Mo. It's the final day of the Cheltenham Festival. The Broadcasting Press Guild Awards are held in London. George Ezra and Sigrid play Glasgow. James play Stoke-on-Trent, and happy birthday, Will I Am.
It feels like family. It feels like this configuration has been since the beginning. And, you know, I can't wait to go to work every time we're doing The Voice. I love it. I can't wait for the lives. Tom is the most animated he's ever been.
Why's that?
Tom has always been fun. But this year is like, yo, I don't know what's going on in Tomland. Yeah. But he is just like punching the jokes, and like when he made the impression of Ollie, like Allah, I was like, I just love that.
Very good.
Allah.
In the news, dozens of firms, including Domino's Pizza, JD Sports and Green King, have been told to put more women in their boardrooms. As you know, it's Red Nose Day, and tonight from 7 p.m. on BBC One, it's the Comic Relief Show. Hosts include, of course, Sir Lenny Henry, Paddy McGuinness, Emma Willis, Ramesh Ranganathan, Rob Beckett, Alicia Dixon, Clara Amfo, Zoe Ball, Joe Sugg, and David Tennant.
Highlights include the 4 Weddings and a Funeral sequel with the cast back together again, Freddie Flintoff taking Robbie Savage for a spin on the Top Gear test track, and all round to Mrs. Brown's Red Nose Day special.
Jennifer Saunders take on Mamma Mia, Here We Go Yet Again, which also stars Philip Glenister. Alan Partridge, fresh from being back on TV on This Time, he's on the streets of Norwich raising money for Comic Relief. A performance from the cast of the Only Fools and Horses musical, and Comic Relief does University Challenge.
And loads more. That's all on the big Comic Relief Show on BBC One. It starts at 7 p.m. tonight, and it's on through until past midnight. Now,
Comic Relief on BBC Radio 2.
As it's Red Nose Day today, a reminder of something very special that's been happening throughout this week, raising money for Comic Relief. You could be in the new Toy Story movie. You! It's an amazing prize, this. You'll come to the world-famous Shepperton Studios in London, where your voice will be recorded for a character in Toy Story 4, which is due for release this summer. The prize also includes travel and accommodation for you and a friend, plus you'll get 4 tickets to see the film at your local cinema when it comes out. It's true, you could voice a character in one of the most anticipated movies of 2019. The text draw closes today at 6 p.m, so you'll need to be quick, and here's how you enter.
To enter our special Toy Story prize draw and support Comic Relief, just text the word WIN to 84903. Once we receive confirmation of your entry, a one-off voluntary donation of £10 will be made to Comic Relief. You can opt out of the donation by replying cancel to your entry confirmation text within 60 minutes, should you wish. Entry text will be charged at your standard network message rate, and you should be 18 or over and have the bill payer's permission. For full terms and conditions, visit bbc.co.uk/radio2. The prize draw will close for entries at 6 p.m. on Friday the 15th of March 2019. Please do not enter after this time, as your entry will not count and you will still be charged. The winner will be randomly selected and notified by phone between 11 a.m. and 12 noon on the 16th of March 2019. You must answer your phone within 8 rings, otherwise the next caller will be contacted. So text the word WIN to 84903. That's 84903. Good luck.
Yes, good luck.
Comic Relief on BBC Radio 2.
Me and Sam in the car, talking about America, heading to the wishing well. We've reached our last resort. I turned to him, Said, man, help me out. I fear I'm on an island in an ocean full of change. Can't bring myself to dive into an ocean full of change. Am I losing touch? Am I losing touch now? He said, why, what a terrible time to be alive if you're prone to overthinking it. Why, what a terrible time to be alive if you're prone to second guessing it. Hey, pretty smiling people, we're alright together, we're alright together. Hey, pretty shining people, we're alright together, we're alright together. Took it in turns to dream about the lottery and what we might have done if we had entered and had won it. We're each convinced that nothing would have changed. But if this were the case, why is it a conversation anyway? Are we losing touch? Are we losing touch now? He said, why, what a terrible time to be alive if you're prone to overthinking it. Why, what a terrible time to be alive if you're prone to second guessing it. Hey, pretty smiling people, we're alright together, we're alright together. Hey, pretty shining people, we're alright together, we're alright together. Don't we all need love? The answer is easy. Don't we all need love? The answer is easy. Don't we all need love? The answer is easy. Hey, pretty smiling people, we're alright together, we're alright together.
That is George Ezra.
We're alright together, we're alright together.
Steve, thanks for a good show from Charlotte and Ann. Cleaning houses in Bristol. For comic relief, we think. Can we have a shout out to Chris and Andy driving home after 3 weeks working away? You can. And Steve and team, can you say hello and happy birthday to my wife Deborah Bramwell as we travel down to Cornwall for her birthday with my love from Andy.
BBC Radio 2.
Back with the Bobster.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, A1, M1 problems. A1M northbound still shut from 50 to 51. So it's shut from the A61 at Ripon to the A64 at Leeming Bar. The diversion is the A60 55. That runs parallel to the A1M. They're still fixing those fence panels that came down. Now, there's queues through there, but also on the A1 northbound between Doncaster and the M62, partially blocked by an accident between 38, which is the A1M at Redhouse, and Barnsdale Bar. Now, the problem here is that's part of the M1 diversion route for the lorries that can't go up the M1, because the M1 is close to high-sided vehicles between junction 33 at Catcliffe and Sheffield to 34, the Tinsley Viaduct turn at Meadowhall. So that's the compounded problem for the M1 high-sided vehicle traffic up onto the A1 northbound up towards Redhouse. The M62 westbound, we've got the overturned lorry between 37 and 36, Howden through to Goole, so high-sided vehicles can't use the Ouse Bridge between 36 and 37 still. M6 on the southbound side, 15 to 14 to Stafford North. Got a breakdown in the roadwork, so one lane is shut. M1 northbound, entry slip road from 19, the A14 Catthorpe interchange, partially blocked. There's an accident there, but you can get through. The M1 northbound, 13 up towards 14 at Milton Keynes. We've got a breakdown, one lane is closed. And the M25, Jenny, thanks for your updates. Clockwise, it is still very slow from 23 to 25 at Enfield. There was another accident at 26, which is now cleared, but then then another one behind it between 24 and 25. Finally, A303 eastbound close, overturned lorries still being recovered between the A34 at Bullington Cross and the M3 at Junction 8. Another one for you, 40 minutes.
Thank you, Bobby.
It's Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. And I want to spend my life with you. Me say, sing, baby, since we've been together. Ooh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Oh, baby, let's stay together. Loving you weather times are good or bad, happy or sad. Ooh, yeah. Whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Why people break up? Oh, and turn around and make up. I just can't see. You'd never do that to me, would you, baby? Being around you is all I see. Is what I want to do. We ought to stay together. Loving you weather times are good and bad, happy or sad. Come on,
Hey, Steve. Horringer Court Middle School in Bury St Edmunds have raised money by selling a cartoon booklet made up of funny things pupils have written on their work, plus illustrations by other pupils. That's from Mrs. Cook.
It is the last show of the series. Kind of like the last day of school. Do whatever you want.
It's the home straight.
Right. Oh, that's too much speed. I'm getting out of the way.
What is not to love about this car?
The blingometer is off the scale.
And what's wrong with that?
It looks like the departures lounge at Dubai Airport.
What a great little car. Small, but perfectly formed. Kind of like you, if you were perfectly formed.
Top Gear concludes.
What's a bit of paint between friends?
Sunday night at 8 on BBC Two.
Now, Al Murray's going to be with us later. Al Murray's got a pub quiz show on television. And also, the pub landlord is going on tour. All details coming up later. Looking at some anniversaries and some birthdays, Albania and the United States, this day 1991, restored full diplomatic relations after a gap of 52 years. Terence Trent D'Arby has his birthday. Mike Love, born this day 1941. And Andrew Jackson, Tim,
is a former US president.
Yeah, became the 7th president, 1767, of the United States in 1828. That's when he was born, 1767. Served 2 terms, I think, and finally retired in 1837. And you say he was impeached?
He was impeached, yeah. Partly for the way he handled the aftermath of the Civil War.
This day, 1989, a band signed a $70 million contract to play 50 North American dates. The largest contract in rock history. Name the band this day, 1989.
Sputnik. What was their name? Were they?
Not Zig Zig Sputnik.
Sputnik?
That's an unusual guess.
They were on ZTT. I think they had a monumental contract. There you go.
Oh, this was actually a touring contract.
Oh, this has got to be the Stones, surely.
It is the Stones, yeah. Zig Zig Sputnik, what was the hit?
Yeah, something missile, yeah.
Musk adds new Model Y to electric car lineup. Tesla has launched its latest car, the Model Y, its second mass-market electric vehicle. Looking at some sport over the weekend, it's the final day of Cheltenham today. It's the final weekend of the Six Nations. In the men's rugby, Italy play France, then Wales play Ireland, and finally England play Scotland. That's all tomorrow. And Wales v Ireland game is live on BBC One from 2 p.m. In the women's rugby, Wales play Ireland and Italy play France on Sunday. It's the 6th round of the FA Cup, and 2 of the games are live on the BBC. Wolves v Manchester United is live on BBC One tomorrow night from 7:30, and then Millwall v Brighton is on BBC One starting at 2 on Sunday afternoon. The F1 season also starts on Sunday with the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park in Melbourne. There's live coverage of that on Radio 5 Live from 4:30 on Sunday morning. So, to the guest catch-up.
Friday afternoon then on The Big Show, and yet time for a look back at some of the guests we've had on with us this week. Ava Max was on Monday's show. Ava's busy touring the world and promoting her new single at the moment, and she's missing her family.
We're kind of like Italians. We're very loud. Like, if you come to our house, my mom's always cooking. My mom's like, if you don't eat something I cooked, you shouldn't stay here. Eat everything I cook. Like, if I go there, I gain instantly 10 pounds if I stay there. We're cracking up.
I think we like you.
Oh, you know what? I like you.
Then on Tuesday, it was Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman's 24-hour dance-a-thon for comic relief. Lots of celeb guests came by, and we saw one of the best social media moments of the year when Jeremy Vine and Rylan had a Radio 2 dance-off.
Jeremy is a very, very worthy winner, but I just need to step my game up now for a few weeks on Radio 2.
Rylan, can I just ask you, what happened to your energy there?
Listen, I've always been told respect your elders. So,
genius.
you know, Jeremy can do what he needs to do, but we'll just wait, Steve.
Yeah. You didn't blind him with your teeth, did you?
I did. A lot of people take the mick out of my teeth, but that's exactly why I had them put them in. So a bit of deception.
And yesterday we had Tuppence Middleton on the programme. She's one of the stars of the new Fisherman's Friends film. Plus, she's in another movie that's finally due for release.
I have the Downton Abbey movie coming out later this year.
Well, that's obviously what I'm going to ask you about.
Well, obviously.
You wouldn't tell us anything last time.
Oh, I know.
So, what can you tell me now?
I am a bit sworn to secrecy, Steve.
All right.
Well, what's great, I think, about it is that you have all of the old faces that you know and love from the series, but there is a new influx of characters, and they kind of shake things up a bit.
What year are we in? Can you say
in
that or
the
not?
20s.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lovely glamorous.
Oh, that's
It's lovely. I've got a nice little bob.
Bit of flapping going
Yeah,
on.
a bit of flapping. How dare you?
Install the BBC Sounds app on your tablet or mobile to download Steve Wright's Big Guests podcast every day, so you can hear all our guests in full. You'll also need the BBC Sounds app to download Serious Jockin' No G. It's here from 4:15 today.
Serious Jockin' with no G.
Serious Jockin' No G.
From the outside, burned out from a joyride. She likes to roll here in my ashes anyway. Played from the bedside, still about starlight. There was my heart, the drums that start off night and day. The same kind of music haunts her bedroom. I'm almost me again, she's almost you. And I wouldn't know where to start. Sweet music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart, don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know where to start. Sweet music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart.
Do I owe each kiss to lip and cheek as soft as chicken sing? Let's get lost and let the good times roll. Let smoke rings from this paper doll blow sweet and thick till every thought of it don't mean a thing. I got some color back, she thinks so too. I laugh like me again, she laughs like you. I wouldn't know where to start with music playing in the dark. But still my foolish heart, don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know where to start with music playing in the dark. But still my foolish heart, don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know it, I wouldn't know it, I wouldn't know it, I wouldn't know it.
That's Hosier, almost sweet music. Hosier, and we love it. Stephen team, having a great Red Nose Day at Henley Hall Care Home in Sheffield. It's a dance and sing-a-thon, cake stall, raffle, raving, no G, away. Thank you to all the residents and the team. That's excellent. When we come back, the non-stop oldies, chosen by James Harvey from Boxford.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is James Kelly. There's been international condemnation of attacks at two mosques in the city of Christchurch in New Zealand, which have killed at least 49 people. Worshippers were shot as at least one gunman opened fire indiscriminately during Friday prayers. A man identified as a 28-year-old Australian live-streamed the attack on social media. A man in his late 20s is due to appear in court overnight, charged with murder. The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has expressed solidarity with Christchurch, speaking as religious and community leaders gathered for Friday prayers at the East London Mosque. Mr Khan said the capital must show its celebrated diversity, and he sought to reassure London's Muslim community.
I've spoken this morning and been in regular contact with the Met Police Service. I want to reassure all Muslims and everyone going to a place of worship today and over the course of the next few days, you'll be seeing increased policing to reassure you that here in London you're free to be who you want and worship who you want. And it's really important we as a city don't allow this terrorist to cower us to change the way we lead our lives.
One of the government's biggest public service providers, Interserve, is expected to go into administration after shareholders failed to approve a restructuring plan. Interserve holds government contracts to provide a huge array of services. Our business correspondent Rob Young says its failure has again raised questions about contracting out to the private sector.
Well, Interserve is a huge provider of public services. It employs 45,000 people in the UK, making hospital food, cleaning floors in schools, provides probation services as well. But the government say that public contracts will continue as normal and there is no immediate threat to any jobs. But the unions are already saying this again raises questions about the model of paying private companies to provide public services.
A man's been found guilty of taking part in the £14 million Hatton Garden jewellery heist. Michael Seed, who's 58 and known as Basil, was part of a gang who drilled through a concrete wall to get into the vault in London on the Easter bank holiday weekend in 2015. He'll be sentenced for conspiracy to burgle this afternoon. Buckingham Palace has announced the offices of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are to split. A new office will be established for the Sussexes, based at Buckingham Palace, with a new communications chief. Here's our royal correspondent, Johnny Diamond.
The new office, or household, is a recognition that Harry and Meghan now face increased demands on their time and that the roles of William and Harry are beginning to diverge. As second in line to the throne, William, the Duke of Cambridge, is taking on more of the duties that his father, Prince Charles, has carried out for many decades. The appointment of Sarah Latham, a former senior advisor to Hillary Clinton, as a new head of communications for Harry and Meghan is a high-powered addition to a media team that has sometimes struggled since the couple's engagement.
Contemporary art owned by the late singer George Michael has been sold at auction in London for more than £9 million. The collection included works by Tracy Emin and Damien Hirst. The money raised will go to causes that the singer supported. And that's the BBC News at 3:03. Our next at 4.
Thank you, James. Here come the non-stop oldies.
The non-stop oldies, brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
'Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you there were winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me.
Don't you just love Liam's attitude? baby. I love it. I love it. Wonderwall, Oasis, of course. These oldies chosen by James Harvey from Boxford in Suffolk. I'm 23 and from a small village in Suffolk. I work with my dad, who has a property maintenance company, and we listen to the Big Show every day. In my spare time, I volunteer for Suffolk Lowland Search and Rescue, and also for Norfolk and Suffolk 4x4 Response, who transport critical care staff in bad weather conditions. I suspect you might be busy. Can I get a massive shout out to all the Lowland Rescue and 4x4 Response teams across the UK? I also spend lots of time tinkering with my Land Rovers and visiting shows and museums across the UK. I love a wide range of music, and I've thrown in some of my parents' favourites as well. I knew it. Cheers, Steve. That's James Harvey in Boxford. You got yourself a badge.
You made a fool of me, but the broken dreams have got to
non-stop oldies chosen by 23-year-old James Harvey from Boxford in Suffolk. Evil woman.
change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold, but I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mold. No, 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 no. Well, I've never prayed, but tonight I'm on my knees, yeah. I need to hear some sounds that recognize the pain in me, yeah. I let the melody shine, let it cleanse my mind. I feel free now, but the airwaves are clean and there's nobody singing to me now. No change, I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold, and I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mold. No, 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 no. I can change it, no, I can change it. 'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's live, trying to make ends meet, trying to find some money, then you die. You know I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mold. I am here in my mold, and I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can change my mold. No, no.
We were just saying, that is so 1997. All right, 1 hour away now.
Serious jockeying.
You got that right. 1 hour to go. These are the non-stop oldies now. Here comes Johnny Cash. Hurt.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. beneath the stains of time. The feelings disappear. You are someone else. I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all.
I think we all get a bit emotional when we see the video for this song.
I will let you down.
The late Johnny Cash.
I will make you hurt.
And Hurt on the Non-Stop Oldies.
If I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way.
play clocks on the non-stop oldies, as chosen by James Harvey from Boxford in Suffolk. Coming up soon, we'll talk to Al Murray. And at 4:15, it's Serious Jockin', that's with no G.
We're off to see the Wizard.
BBC Radio 2 is celebrating the 80th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz with an incredible night of live music.
An award-winning cast performs songs from the classic film The Wiz and Wicked, accompanied by the BBC Concert Orchestra at the Hackney Empire, London, on Friday the 22nd of March. Presented by me, Warwick Davis.
BBC Radio 2, celebrating the 80th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz.
To find out how to buy your tickets, go to the BBC Radio 2 website.
Will do, thank you.
Non-stop oldies every day.
This is Steve Wright in the afternoon from BBC Radio 2 here in Great Britain. Those were the non-stop oldies. She Sells Sanctuary. I know. I made it. The Cult. Windy with showers or rain this afternoon in Great Britain, but feeling mild in the southeast of England. High temperature 14 in Canterbury, overnight low 1 Celsius in Cookstown.
Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation, Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on BBC Radio 2.
I'll be playing the best in soul and R&B from the old stuff.
California soul.
To the new. And everything else in between. What? 1960. Artful Dodger to Aretha Franklin, from Jay-Z to Jamiroquai, from Daft Punk to Destiny's Child.
I love you, Trevor.
Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation, Monday to Thursday from 10
on BBC Radio 2.
Comic relief event, Rossington All Saints in Doncaster, holding a bake sale and inter-house tug-of-war competition, the final of which is on Monday. I've been selling small comic relief flower arrangements for a couple of days to customers in Dunstable and Houghton Regis, and I'm delighted to raise 160 sovs. That's Becky from Frugal Frog Flowers. Thank you. I've been raising money at my coffee shop all day. Still going strong. That's Daz. Steve, we're driving up to Glasgow to play a show tonight. Would love a shout out. Love from Mosa Wild. And Steve, just on our way to Devon to celebrate our son Bo achieving not 1 but 2 headmaster scholarships. We are so proud of him. That's the good enough. It's definitely good enough. Say hi to Will and Maureen on their way to Cardiff for the Wales v Ireland rugby match. Steve, this is Tess and Paul from Man and Wife with a Van in Newark. We are wearing homemade paper red roses today whilst doing a move. Looking forward to serious jocking. Yeah. And this is from Ryan and Kieran from Braintree. Have Radio 2 on all week at work. We live for the jocking on Friday. We live for it. It signals the weekend is near, and it's very near. Just about under 45 minutes to go. Top stuff. All right, here's Bobby. What you got?
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the latest on the A1M closure northbound. 50 to 51 up to Leeming Bar. We've still got a diversion in place because they're still fixing those fence panels that came off in the wind north of Ripon. So diversion is the A6055, which runs parallel. Also, the A1 northbound between Doncaster and the M62. There's been that second accident being cleared between 38 Red House and Barnsdale Bar, but behind it on the A1M northbound 35 to 34. So if you're heading up to Blythe and Bawtry from the M18, we've got traffic being held just before junction 35. The queues are back to 34 and traffic has been sitting there for about 40 minutes. Also, the M1 is still closed to high-sided vehicles. North 33 to 34, the Tinsley Varda at Meadowhall. M62 westbound, the Ouse Bridge is closed both ways to high-sided vehicles. 36 School to 37 at Howden. Breakdown on the M6 southbound between 15 and 14 past the services in the roadworks. We've got one lane still shut. Top of the M25, we've had 3 problems today. Clockwise, finally, all lanes open 23 to 24 South Mems to Potters Bar, but traffic's been sitting there for about 40 minutes, so you've still got big queues from 22. Surrounding routes are pretty gridlocked as well. A303 eastbound all reopened at the A34 Bullington Cross, but the A303 at Winterbourne Stoke, we've got an accident between Winterbourne Stoke and Deptford, partially blocked both ways between the B3083 and the A36. That is your updates. Another one for you, 25 minutes.
I don't know if my old Range Rover or not is a high-sided vehicle. I think it probably is. Well, it is to me.
I don't want another night of trying to find another you, another rock bottom. I don't want to wear another mini dress to impress a potential problem. I don't want to spend the night at someone's place to fill the space that you used to walk in. I don't want another number in my phone, someone to hold at 3 in the morning. I don't want somebody like you. I only want you. I only want you, yeah. I don't want somebody brand new. I only want you. I only want you, yeah. I guess I had to leave, had to leave, had to leave you. Just to need you. I don't want somebody like you. I only want you. I only want you, yeah. I know I'm the one who ruined everything and made you think that it was all your fault. And I know the story's only just a word, and when it hurts, it isn't that simple. But I know that if you look me in the eyes, you can't deny that we're something different. And I know I'm done looking for your kiss on someone's lips tonight. another rock bottom. I don't wanna wear another mini dress to impress a potential problem. I don't want somebody like you. I only want you. I only want you. I don't want somebody brand new. I only want you. I only want you. I guess I have to leave, have to leave, have to leave. Just a need you. I don't want somebody like you. I only want you. I only want you. Yeah.
Al Murray is here. Well, Al, how are you?
I'm very well.
Can we say Happy Comic Relief Day to you?
Why not? Yes, absolutely.
Al Murray spends a large amount of his time as the pub landlord. I've not heard of that character, but he's currently on TV with something else that's pub-related. Al is the question master on Al Murray's Great British Pub Quiz, which is on Quest. There's a new show every Thursday evening at 10 p.m, and it's repeated on Saturday nights straight after the Football Highlights show. Now, we've had a look at it, and here's Tim's verdict.
I think it's fantastic. Can I get on it, though? Because I've got a little team myself. I love a good pub quiz.
We would absolutely, if it comes back, and I'll be the last to find out. I mean, it's always reassuring to hear it's repeated. I didn't know about the Saturday night repeat. That's good. Yes, absolutely. We'd love to have you.
Is it like sitting in a pub, like you do a pub quiz?
Well, as near as you can with cameras everywhere. But basically, we have two pub quiz teams, and we did a big call out to all over the UK. So we have people who do quizzing, and it tended to be quiz masters who'd bring their favourite contestants with them.
Yeah.
Because they're winning a real prize, I can't do it in character. Because the pub landlord, doing a quiz like that, if they were clever, he'd call them, "Oh, you're all right, Professor. All right, listen to you, your brains," and all that. And then if they get it wrong, he'd call them idiots.
Yes,
so
he would.
I have to be sincere, and it's been a bit of a journey
because
discovery.
The teams want to take it quite seriously.
Oh
don't they?
They take it really seriously. So I've got to take them taking it seriously. For those of you familiar with my character, I am not he in this, I'm myself.
Yes.
Which has been an interesting voyage of discovery, because I don't really know what I'm like. And I grew my hair, and I grew a beard.
What hair?
No, there's hair there.
This is a haircut. Look at Tim looking over longingly. This is a haircut, and I don't wear the maroon blazer and tie or have my trousers around my middle. So the first day on set was pretty odd, being on a pub set and saying to myself, no, you can't be horribly rude to people. That's a bit of a gear change for me, because I'm normally taking the mickey. And the thing that's been brilliant is working with Sean Williamson, who I think is the star of this show. I get to host it, read the cards, read the questions. But Sean, who's our barman in it.
Yes.
So we have a barman, and I'm not the pub landlord.
Barry from EastEnders.
Barry from EastEnders, as was.
Yeah.
He is amazing in this show. We call him the Fact Hammer, because there is nothing trivia that he does not know. He is one pointless a couple of times and mastermind a couple of times, I think. He is absolutely brilliant. And we have a round called Beat the Barman, where someone has to come down and go head to head with Sean, and eyeball to eyeball, in a kind of mastermind spotlight in the dark, and they have to list states of the US or...
We saw Star Wars characters.
Yeah, and they have to just keep going, and you can't repeat, and you've got to remember what the other person said. And Sean, I think, has only lost that 3 times across 21 programmes.
Wow.
He is absolutely amazing.
Sounds great. I think we can probably get a clip here.
OK, remember to wait for the bell. Here we go.
Luke Skywalker.
Han Solo.
Princess Leia.
Darth Vader.
Chewbacca.
C-3PO.
R2-D2.
Lord Draco. Well done, mate.
As we take the break, we'll come back and talk some more in a minute. Talk me through the tour. This is called Landlord of Hope and Glory.
Yes.
This is
the
our
governor,
back
out
in
on the
full
road
effect.
again, yeah.
Why is it called Hope and Glory?
Well, because we live in a time of hope and glory, don't we?
Yeah, well, it's certainly of hope. Yeah, fair enough. You're doing that from May, then right through June.
July, August, and Edinburgh as well, and there's a few dates beginning to appear in the autumn as well.
I mean, that's quite a big tour, isn't it, for you?
Yes, it is. And it's a funny time to be writing sort of faintly topical comedy.
Yeah, really.
I've just started previewing it now, and I've got some of it done.
The material's likely to be different, don't you think, within the next few weeks?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I can't speak for the country here. I can only speak for myself. Yeah. I really need a decision.
You are speaking for the country.
I need it. Well,
could anything delay this tour, Al?
If there is a delay, I mean, I'll be like, oh, really? Do you have to do this? Come on. Yeah. We open at the start of May. So, yeah, it's an interesting time. And, of course, the pub landlord was certainly very keen on one outcome and is now maybe experiencing
joy or disappointment, or one or the other.
Well, exactly. It's
Yeah,
impossible
I
to
understand
say.
what you're saying. All right, well, that's that. And then we're going to play this tune. Now, can you just set this up? This is a band that you're in,
Yes.
right? So you're the drummer.
I'm the drummer and one of the songwriters, yeah.
Okay. Are you on this song? Because I think I can hear you doing background vocals.
I do a little bit of background singing as well on this.
I heard you. And you're drumming on this?
Drumming mainly, yeah. That's my main role in this outfit, yeah.
Okay, and what are they called?
Fat Cops.
Fat as in PH or FA?
No, we're not that cool.
Okay.
It's not 1991 either.
Fair enough. All right, let's play that and we'll come back with Alan in just a moment. Don't go away. It's Fat Cops.
I wanna be alone. So hands up, everybody put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Everybody's gonna get down. Now I rule your world. So hands up, everybody put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Everybody's gonna get down, down, down. Get down, down, down. Get down, down, down. Get down, down, down. Get down.
That is a single, by the way, and it's called Hands Up, and it's Al Murray. And it's not actually Al Murray. Al's the drummer, and he does the vocals as well.
Yeah.
It's his band.
No, I'd get into
Fat Cops.
trouble if I'd say it was my band. I'm merely 1/6 of this beat combo.
Who are the others?
Everyone else in this band lives in Scotland. I live in London. This is how my haphazard life works out.
Yes.
I met them arguing on Twitter. We all made friends through rowing with each other on Twitter about the independence referendum in Scotland 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
And even though there were people really vehemently disagreeing with each other, we kind of hit it off. We all realised we were all into music. We all kind of play. We start trading ideas for tunes on email, because you can demo things at home on your phone now.
Yeah.
And then we picked a couple of songs that sort of appeared out of this process. We met to play them. And of course, our time together as a band's really precious, because they have to come here or I have to go to Edinburgh or Glasgow. First rehearsal, we're like, actually, this works. Let's make a record. And so that's what we did. And we made the album this time last year, and I got stuck in Glasgow because of the Beast from the East.
Yeah.
Which is why there's more of me singing on the record than there was originally meant to be. We did all the drum parts first, and I'm like, that's it, lads, I'm off back to London. And then the snow came, and I got stuck in Glasgow. And every afternoon I go, right, I'm leaving now, I'm going to the station, come back with my tail between my legs 2 hours later. So it's two guys who write politics journalism.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Bass Chris, who's our bass player, who's an IT fella. There's a guy called Neil Murray, who's our keyboard player. And then Bobby Hodgins is the main songwriter, who's Bobby Bluebell, who wrote Young at Heart.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And writes with Texas and has written with Brian Wilson and Wilson Phillips and Bananarama and Bewitched. And he's a proper pop writer. And so if you go to him with a tune and he goes, that's all right, that one, you think, oh, okay. He likes it.
Have you always done this? Have you always wanted to be a band?
Lots and lots of comics were in bands. And I've always played the drums, and it's a thing I've always had sort of bubbling along. And I've played in lots of bands and always kept it going. But this one's different. I think it is because they're in Scotland, I'm here. You got to make decisions, and we decided, right, let's make a record, let's just do it.
How would you describe the genre? Because we kind of said, what did we say?
Stone Roses.
Well, that one's sort of Happy Monday, Stone Roses, but the album is like 10 tunes, and each song's a different style. There's like a rock and roll tune, there's some grungy things, there's some punky things, there's sort of Lou Reed things, glam things, and then a sort of wide open ballad near the end of the record. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
When do your family ever see you?
I think the best way to keep your family fond of you is to make yourself scarce.
Do you take them on tour? Do the kids come?
Well, actually, last summer we played Kendal Calling, the festival, and that's the band's first gig. I'm not camping for anybody. I'm 50 years old. You're not getting me in a yurt for love nor money, right? So we hired one of those mega tour bus things, which Guns N' Roses had been the last people to
great.
use.
It's got Wi-Fi and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole band took their families, and it was really sweet.
What do your family think of you when you become Al?
My oldest daughter, she's 19 now at university. She's a very serious, studious English student and all that sort of thing. But she's been coming to see the show since she was 9.
So she got the irony.
Oh, yeah, she got it straight off.
Ago.
And it always used to be Funny Daddy. And now it's kind of like, oh, I really admire the satirical elements.
Is that how your daughter speaks?
She would murder me.
I know.
It's much more, oh, it's really offensive, Dad. I can't believe you've said that. Right.
And you say, it's irony, it's jokes.
Yeah, it's jokes. Like, I mean, the interesting thing is she completely gets it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes she'll bring a friend and they're like, oh, my goodness, what on earth is this man's your father? Which is sweet, really. If you can't outrage your teenage children and their friends, what can you do in life?
Yeah. You can watch Al Murray's Great British Pub Quiz on Quest. That's the station on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. and on Quest OD, so you can get it again. You can see the tour starting on May 8th, and that tune is out as a single. It's called Hands Up, Get Down. The band is called
Fat Cops.
There you go. It's Al Murray, everybody. Thanks, Al.
Thank you so much.
See you next time, old friend.
A pleasure.
Do I look moderate to you? Sip it slowly and pay attention. I just have to see it through. You got me looking for validation. Passion's new. Want me to love you in moderation. Well, who'd you think you're talking to? And by your hand in the house of God. And little girl, who do you think you are? You think you need it, you think you want love. You wouldn't want it if you knew what it was. Moderation. Moderation. I never made it with moderation. No, I never understood. All the feeling was all or nothing, and I took everything I could. Can't hold it back, I can't take the tension. I'm trying to be good. Want me to love you in moderation. Well, don't you know I wish I could.
Florence and the Machine, Moderation. BBC Radio 2, 10 minutes to 4, Friday afternoon. I know, 25 minutes away. And it's time for you to get involved. Here we go. Woo! From 4:15, it's Serious Jockin'. If you want to get your Serious Jockin' message on, your shout out, your dedication in, you can do it right now using Serious Jockin' at bbc.co.uk. That's Serious Jockin' at bbc.co.uk. Serious Jockin', everybody all together, all one word and no G at the end of Jockin'. Or you can text 88291. That's 88291. You can tweet at BBC Radio 2 just using the hashtag Serious Jockin'. So once again, you can get your email in right now, your message, your shout out. Don't forget, no G puns please. No G puns needed. Serious Jockin' at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 or tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Good luck, I hope you get on.
Serious Jockin', Serious Jockin'.
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. And I was running from my brother and his friends, and tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart, broke it here, made friends and lost them through the years. And I've not seen the boring fields in so long. I know I've grown, but I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle lonely. 15 years old and smoking and rolled cigarettes, running from the law through the backfields and getting drunk with my friends. Had my first kiss on a Friday night. I don't reckon that I did it right, but I was younger then. Take me back to when we found weekend jobs, and when we got paid, we'd buy cheap spirits and drink them straight. Me and my friends have not thrown up in so long. Oh, how we've grown, but I can't wait to go home. I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel. It's real. We watch the sunset over the castle lonely. Over the castle lonely. Over the castle lonely. One friend left to sell clothes, and one works down by the coast. One had 2 kids but lives alone. One's brother overdosed. One's already on his second wife. One's just barely getting by, but these people race me, and I can't wait to go home. And I'm on my way. I still remember these old country lanes when we did not know the
Every song a smashing story.
It's the way you make me
after 4, Castle on the Hill. It's Ed Sheeran. The reminder from 4:15 Serious Jockin. You can get your Serious Jockin message on, your dedication in early. You can email right now using seriousjockin@bbc.co.uk. Serious Jockin, all one word, and no G at the end of Jockin. You can also text 88291. Your no G puns, please. Or you can tweet us at BBC Radio 2 using the hashtag SeriousJockin. Now, here's the Bobster.
Steve, thank you. First of all, the latest on the A1M closure. First of all, northbound 50 Ripon to 51 at Leeming Bar. We had fence panels across the road. Now, I'm being told that it looks like this could reopen, but I was waiting for this just as we came in. So at the moment, the A1M northbound is still shut 50 to 51, but I may have some good news in the next half hour or so. To the A1M northbound congestion 34 to 35, they were holding the traffic at the M18 to move an accident. Now, traffic can get through there, but it's still extremely slow. M1 is still closed 33 to 34 to high-sided vehicles up to Meadowhall because it's too windy. M62 westbound 37 to 36, still recovering that overturned lorry, but the M62 both ways 36 to 37, we got it close to high-sided vehicles across the Ouse Bridge because it's still too windy. M6 on the southbound side 15 to 14 at Stafford North, got a breakdown in the roadworks still, and the A14 partially blocked. There's an accident at junction 21 for the A1 at Brampton Hut, and just as I came in, news about the A1 northbound. They are holding the traffic between 17 Peterborough and the A605. Now, this is news just as I came in, so if you're heading up to Oundle from Peterborough, A1 northbound closed following an accident. Thanks for all your updates, but it's northbound, it's shut, but southbound, we've got really heavy traffic for about 2 miles as well. M1 southbound 14 to 13, they're holding the traffic to Milton Keynes following an earlier accident there. There's also another accident 11 to 10 down towards Luton Airport where one lane is shut, and the M25 is still queuing from 22 to 24 at Potter's Bar following an earlier accident. Another one for you, half an hour.
This is new from Johnny Marr. It's called Armatopia. Thanks, Bobby. Superb. Johnny Marr. Hey, good afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon from BBC Radio 2. We've got James and Bobby and Tim and Shoujo on sport coming up. The Cats, Jordan Peele, Lupita Nyong'o, and at 4:15, the Jockin. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is James Kelly. New Zealand is reeling after the worst terrorist attack in its history. 49 people were shot dead during Friday prayers at two mosques in the city of Christchurch by a suspected right-wing extremist. A man in his late 20s has been charged with murder and will appear in court tomorrow. Here, the Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn said it was horrific that innocent people should be attacked in such a crazed way. He was speaking after visiting the New Zealand High Commissioner in London to extend his sympathies.
There's no place in New Zealand for these kind of events and no place anywhere else in the world for these kind of events. The only reaction can be for communities to come together and support each other. An attack on a mosque, an attack on a church, an attack on a synagogue, an attack on a temple is an attack on all of us. The only response is to bring people together.
The outsourcing firm Interserve has failed to persuade its shareholders to approve a rescue plan and is expected to go into administration. Interserve employs 45,000 people in the UK and is one of the biggest providers of public services in prisons, schools and hospitals. Its contracts are likely to continue and no job losses are expected. Theresa May is trying to persuade the Democratic Unionist Party to vote for her Brexit withdrawal agreement when it returns to the Commons next week for a third vote. Much of the discussions are thought to be centred on the role of any future Northern Ireland Assembly if the Irish backstop plan to avoid a return to border checks were to be used. Bertie Ahern, who was the Irish Prime Minister at the time of the Good Friday Agreement in 1997, says the negotiations are sowing anxiety on both sides of the border.
Yes, there's a different emphasis. The difficulty is that, people are worried again. It's bringing back old memories. It's stopping the everyday, peaceful, seamless flow of community, cultural, economic life that's been going on for the last 20 years. And that's the sad thing about this.
Head teachers have called for a multi-billion-pound funding injection for schools in England. The appeal came as the Education Secretary, Damien Hines, addressed the annual conference of the Association of School and College Leaders. Frankie McCamley reports.
Mr Hines told his audience that he understood the concerns head teachers had about funding. He said the situation was challenging but offered no new money. He added that he would make a strong case for more resources in the government's spending review. The Association of School and College Leaders has called for an extra £5.7 billion to give every child the education they deserve. It went on to say that schools were becoming a fourth emergency service, picking up the pieces of cuts to other services.
School children across the UK have missed classes to join in global street protests against climate change. Pupils are demanding politicians take action to slow global warming. And that's the BBC News at 4:03. Our next at 5.
Thank you, James. Here's Sport Now, Joe Saka.
Hi, Steve. Horse racing first, and Al Boom Photo has won the Cheltenham Gold Cup at odds of 12-1. It's the first ever winner for trainer Willie Mullins, who'd come second in the famous race 6 times before today. Annabelle Fly came second, with Bristol de Mai in third. The draw for the Champions League quarter-finals has paired Tottenham with Manchester City. The first leg is expected to be at Spurs' new stadium next month. Manchester United have been drawn against Barcelona. Liverpool will take on Porto and Ajax will face Juventus. Chelsea and Arsenal have been kept apart all the way through to a potential All-English Europa League final. Arsenal have a tough draw against Carlo Ancelotti's Napoli, while Chelsea will take on the Czech side Slavia Prague. And in golf, Scotland's Russell Knox has fired in 5 birdies so far in his second round to storm up the leaderboard on day 2 of the Players' Championship in Florida. He's currently on 7 under par, 2 off the lead, held by American Kevin Kisner.
Thank you. Joe, have a great weekend.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Playing everywhere.
I'm going on during this time. I feel there's no one to save me. This all and nothing really got away. You're driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I'm going under, and this time I feel there's no one to turn to. This all and nothing way of loving, go be sleeping without you. Now I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved, and I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in your soul till I come back around. For now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now the day bleeds.
That is my favourite song in the last few months. It's gorgeous. Lewis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. Well, we're just psyching ourselves up, you know, like when folk go on tour and just backstage they kind of get in a huddle and pray. Well, we're not exactly praying, but we're just wishing each other luck for the serious jockeying. Well, it was the world premiere of Us at the South by Southwest Film Festival in Texas, USA. It's the latest film from Oscar-winning director Jordan Peele, and it's a psychological horror movie. Here's Jordan with a bit of a hint about the plot.
This movie specifically came about when I asked myself, what's my worst fear? And I've always had this fear of seeing myself across the subway platform.
And it stars Lupita Nyong'o, and she loved working with Jordan.
What I think he does so well is that he brings his knowledge of cinema and the horror film genre and combines it with a super cool contemporary perspective.
And we'll have Lupita on the show with us on Monday talking about Us.
Oh, we're mixing it up in here today. I can't believe it.
Rylan on Saturday.
We're talking about bosses.
My boss for Celebrity Apprentice was Lord Sugar.
He wasn't as bad as I thought he was going to be, actually.
He took the mick out of my teeth and my tan, but who don't in this country?
Rylan on Saturday.
David, are you there?
We're on the Red Kite Touring Park, caravanning Rylan with my wife, Frankie.
David and Frankie in the caravan having a lovely Saturday night.
David, you're living the life.
I'm going to go home and clean my staircase tonight. And that's not a euphemism.
Saturday afternoon from 3.
What else do you want?
On BBC Radio 2.
Thanks.
I just met you. It seems like yesterday. You opened up your eyes and I recognized your face. You know that you're the one that we've been waiting for. We're gonna keep you safe. First time I held you in my arms, I knew I'd love you all the way. I tuck you in at night, another day has passed. Every week goes by a little faster than the last. It wasn't so long ago, we walked together and you held my hand. Now you're getting too big to want to, but I hope you'll always understand that I'm always gonna lift you up, and I'm never gonna let you down. proud of you. I love you forever now. Through your ears I hear it, through your eyes I see a world full of magic, full of possibilities. You know as well as anybody how tough this life can be. You've got so much strength inside you, a strength I pray you'll never need. And I'm always gonna lift you up, and I'm never gonna let you down. Time flies by, I hope you realize that I love you forever now. I'm always gonna be right here, always gonna cheer you on. I'm always gonna have your back, you're never gonna be alone. And I'm always gonna lift you up. No, I'm never gonna let you down. No matter what you do, I'm forever proud of you. Love you forever now. I love you forever now.
Beautiful Forever Now, it's Michael Bublé.
The Big Show, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
4:12. 3 minutes away from Serious Jockin'. Only on Radio 2.
BBC Radio 2. In the United Kingdom.
A singer, a songwriter, and a multi-Grammy Award winner. Gregory Porter is one of the most successful jazz artists of his generation. And tonight, hear him in concert on BBC Radio 2. Performing his favourite songs and tracks made famous by his idol, Nat King Cole, to mark what would have been the legendary singer's 100th birthday.
Thank you.
Friday Night is Music Night presents Gregory Porter and Friends. Tonight from 8 on BBC Radio 2.
All right, it's 4:13, and right now with the travel is Poppy Pryor.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the latest on the A1 northbound, 50 to 51. We are waiting for them to reopen that stretch of the carriageway at Leeming Bar following the fence panels that they had to put back in. Also, the M1, still close to high-sided vehicles, 33 to 34 up towards Meadowhall. Now, the latest on the M62 Ouse Bridge, it's still close to high-sided vehicles, 36 through to 37. Problems for the A1 if you're up at Junction 17. We've still got the closure in place there following this earlier accident, so stationary traffic behind it. If you're heading up to Peter on the northbound side, expect 3 miles of queues. Southbound is queuing for a couple of miles, although southbound is open. Traffic is slowing past the scene to have a look. That's what's causing the problem. A14 at Junction 21 for Brampton Hut, partially blocked following an earlier accident. The M11 at the bottom northbound, where it meets with Junction 6 of the M25. Got a broken down vehicle there causing queues. And the M1, they were holding the traffic southbound 14 to 13 down to Milton Keynes, just past the Junction 14 junctions where the accident is. Traffic is now getting by in one lane, but it's still very slow. And then finally, M25 still recovering across the top clockwise. 23 to 24 at Potter's Bar is still slow. Back with another one for you in 40 minutes.
I'll have a look at that printer for you after the show. Here it comes! There's bangers bangers and fat tunes, floor fillers and anthems, powering DJing without any tantrums. This is good. Slip mats and headphones and gobos too. Here comes a few of our favourite tunes. Let's get jocking, let's get jocking, let's get jocking, let's get jocking, let's get jocking.
No G.
Yes, it's here. The weekend starts now. On Red Nose Day, here comes Serious Jockin'.
Serious Jockin'.
With no G.
Let's get jocking. 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 Let's
Come on, that's creative.
We've broken